Friends, good morning. Today it's a very different kind of topic we are going to discuss here. Seeing a patient beyond the disease. It sounds quite awkward. When we visit to a doctor, usually we expect the doctor will listen about our diseases, our health. Whatever sufferings we have, we should explain and doctor should listen. And if any more information required regarding our same disease, the doctor may ask. So everything is about the disease only. Nothing goes beyond the disease. On the contrary, there is a deviation when you go to a homeopathic doctor, because the homeopath sees the patient beyond the disease. What it is, everybody must understand it. Say, example, there are three girls who got disappointed in love, which is quite a frequent phenomena, common phenomena in the present society. So you see the reactions. Number one girl will say, "Oh, I'm shocked. How can he do that? Now how I will do my things? Everywhere he was coming, he was helping me. Whatever I had to do, I used to ask him. He used to give me proper guidance, suggestion. Now how I will carry on my works? I was so dependent upon him," and become sad, keeps on brooding on the same thing day and night, is not able to come out of that shock. Some cases we see the girls become suicidal because of this very thought itself. While there are another category of girls, they become angry. "Oh, he did it like this? Wait, I will not leave him. He thinks he can do his works alone? No way. Without my help, he cannot move ahead. So, if he has done this, I will teach him a lesson." Still, you will find there is another category where the girls become jealous. "Oh, how can he get interest in my neighboring girl? What way she is looking better than me? Stupid fellow, he doesn't understand who is better. No problem. Let him go wherever he wants to. I also can very well move without him." So these are the three different types of reactions. So you may ask, these are the quite expected reactions, human reactions. So how it counts in homeopathy? Yes, that's true. These are the quite expected reactions. But if the human mind gets stuck here in such emotions, then that is the abnormality. Getting stuck somewhere is an abnormality. If you got released from all stucks, then it is a health. If such impressions are carried in the mind for a prolonged time, then in the later phase of life, it is supposed to create the pathological symptoms or the diseases. And we are glad that we have got such a system where we can clean up such deep impressions of mind. Scientifically, if I have to prove that such impressions have got a malicious effect on the mind and body, I have got an evidence here. Dr. Rajesh B. Iyer, he is a neurologist Bangalore based. I have taken one of his articles from the week, that is in the month of April 2017, where he explains what is the nervous system. He says nervous system is nothing but the electric channels carrying the currents all over the body. Further, he says the functional MRI studies show that certain areas of the brain get activated merely by the thoughts, even without carrying out a task. Whether you do a task or not, whether you kill a person or not, but if merely you thought, yes, I have to kill him, that itself has got certain after effect, chain reactions in the mind. So it's important that we take care of our thoughts also. Now, homeopathy, how does it help us? Here also I have got some evidence for you. The Murphy's Repertory, what I used to show you, is an authentic book of homeopathy. There, from that we will take the example and we will find out how it is useful. This is the mind chapter in Murphy's Repertory, where we have got the medicines described under the symptom love disappointed. If that is the cause and there is a silent grief, after this cause, if there is a silent grief, then the medicines are carcinosin, ignitia, natrium, phosphoric acid, phosphorus and staphysagria. From the disappointed love, if there is a suicidal disposition, then we have oromet and hyoscyamus. If there is a jealousy with, then that is called hyoscyamus and lycasis. So these are the symptoms and medicines by which we can really clear up the impressions, deep impressions caused to us in such a way. Now another important clue I am going to give you, that homeopathic prescription, it can be made in two ways. Number one is the short prescription or the easy prescription. Number two is the constitutional prescription. What does it mean? When the patient comes, he narrates about his sufferings. For example, a man catching cold frequently. Doctor, I have a sore throat as soon as I take any juice or cold drinks. Then it is followed by itching in my ears, eyes, nose. If I live like that, then I end up with the fever. I'm down with the fever, which again gets better by taking antibiotic. Antibiotic helps me to get out of fever, but it is followed by dry cough, and I get all the phlegm got stuck in my chest and head, and which is difficult to take out. For this, again, I have to rush to the doctor for the cough, for which again I have to take some medicine. So this keeps on happening in a month or two, again and again. So please give some medicine for this. Here everything he has explained about his sufferings, but nothing beyond that. On the basis of these above narration, if I give a prescription, then that is called a short prescription. I will see what are the symptoms available. Accordingly, what is the most similar medicine I will find out and I will give you. He will get better, there is no doubt. But that is called the amelioration, but not called the cure. There is a difference between these two words. Amelioration means the symptoms will go, but cure means symptoms will go but never come again. In case of amelioration, it is a temporary postponement of the symptoms. It comes again. If the person again takes some ice cream, cold drinks, and juice in future, then again he is down with the sore throat. So that was an only amelioration what we did. If we have cured it, then it should not have reoccurred. Oh, then how to cure it? Yes, for curing we have to give a constitutional prescription. What is that? Constitutional prescription means, first of all, it requires a lot of time, number of follow-ups, and from the doctor's side, lot of extra effort is required, sincere observation is required, and scientific analysis is required. After which the doctor can arrive at a constitutional prescription. In order to make a constitutional prescription, what the homeopathic doctor will do? He revolves around a question while making a constitutional prescription. What is unique in this patient? Who is he? Who is this individual? What are the unique characteristics of this person which makes him different from the rest of the others? He has to find out the answer to this question, on the basis of which he will make the constitutional prescription. So how does he do that? As soon as the patient enters to his chamber, the homeopath has to observe the way he enters. Some patients, they directly enter to the room with a smiley face, greet to the doctor and take their seat, and he starts explaining about them. While some are there, they will straightway enter inside and throw a bulk of files on the table of the doctor and sit quietly, just looking at the face of the doctor. If doctor asks, yes, tell what is your problem? No, you are the doctor. No, you go through the file and you find out what is the problem. Why I will tell you. So this is another category. Further, there is a category where they feel to greet the doctor because it is against their ego. Simply they will frown, little bit frowning and little bit egoistic gesture in the face, expecting the doctor to wish them good evening, good morning. Then they are little happy. Yes, doctor has given some weightage to us. This is another category of doctor, another category of patients. So these all are having different personalities. These have got importance in homeopathy. Next comes about the sitting posture. When the patient is sitting in front of the doctor, that also makes an important point. I'll show you some of the pictures you see. There is one category where the patient sits like this. The one leg is crossed over the other, and back is quite relaxed and comfortable, as if watching the movie. This is a category. This indicates overconfidence or little more confidence than required, little more egoistic, all that. There is another personality where they sit the crossed legs, crossed hands like that. This is an indication of a closed personality. Like this, the sitting postures are also different. Many cases, in the first visit itself, the sitting posture cannot be judged at. When time and again they visit and they maintain the same sitting posture, then that case it becomes a unique feature of that person. Next is the narration of the problems. That is also quite interesting. Even in your daily life, you may find this difference. If I tell you, you will also enjoy talking with other people. Some people, while talking with you, they will entirely move their head. Whatever you ask, they will reply you with the gestures of the head. While some will be there, they will be moving the hands, fingers, with the fingers they will explain. These are the various gestures of narration. Also, in some categories I have seen, the patients, they will exaggerate their symptoms. I have a female patient where she will be too much worried. The moment she gets a cold, immediately call will come. Doctor, I have got a severe cold. My ears are having shooting pain. My chest is full of phlegm and my head is aching like anything. What to do? I don't know. I'm not at all well, doctor. So I also become equally serious in giving medicines that time. After some of the visits, I noted this is little exaggeration of the symptoms, what she says. So I thought of finding out the remedy for her because this is the unique characteristic with her. In a month, if the menstrual cycle gets delayed by 3 days, she will get worried like anything. Doctor, what to do? My periods has not appeared 3 days. Usually 1 week before or after delay or earlier appearance of the periods is quite normal. So then I could think, yes, this is the unique feature with that lady. So I thought of giving medicine on the basis of that. So mind, under mind chapter, there is a symptom exaggerating symptoms her. I have got agaricus, asafoetida, calcarea fluor, chamomilla, lobelua, nasa and plumbum. So earlier I have been giving her calcarea carb as a constitutional medicine. Now this calcarea fluor I switched over to, which has given a very good result. Another patient of mine, if you ask her what is your problem, she will narrate step by step everything in detail. In fact, she's having autoimmune disorder and plenty of problems since childhood till date. So many problems are there. So the seriousness of the problem is really more in her case. So she will explain all that with all seriousness, but all the narration will be with a playful mood. Playful mood. That means say she has photodermatitis. The moment she gets exposed to sunlight, she starts developing rashes all over the face. Terrible, terrible rashes. Even 5 minutes exposure also brings that. So once she came with the terrible rashes, I asked, what is this? Then she said, 5 minutes I got exposed to sunlight. No, that is why it has happened. You know, I should stay always inside a bubble then that will protect me, doctor. See the status of the mind. Suffering is so much. Face itself looks so terrible. With the least exposure to sunlight, such a terrible effect has come. But still, she thinks in a playful mood that I should stay in a bubble. This is the lighter sense of the mind. So I have taken the symptom mind, talking, jesting with, jesting means always in a lighter mood. She talks with a playful mood. Crocus sativa, Cali iodo and lachesis are the symptoms. So we have prescribed that and that has given really better improvement. So that was the unique character in her. So during this narration of the problems, the homeopathy doctor doesn't see that what are the subjects of narration you are doing. Yes, of course he sees, but in addition to that, he has to see the pattern of narration. The pattern of narration also is important. Now next, the doctor asks you about your all the head to foot symptoms, generalities, like what is your appetite, what is your thirst, what you drink, how much water you drink, how you sleep, how you sweat. Any smell is there or any particular part of your body sweats, how do you sleep, what is the position of your sleep, what you like to eat, what you do not like to eat. Oh my God. So everything matters in homeopathy. Why? Because the background requirement is what is unique in you. In search of that unique feature, doctor goes on asking you. Recently, one of my patients in abroad, he's not an Indian at all, belong to some other country, consulted me for some of his problems. So he's a musician by profession. So number of times I interacted through WhatsApp and email, took his case and started giving the first prescription. It has given little relief in some of the aspects, but not noticeable. It was not satisfactory for me. So I thought of working on the case again and again. So I asked, can you send me some of the videos of your keyboard playing? Then he was really happy to do that. Yes, I'll do. Then he sent me. There I saw how he walks, how he speaks, how he plays the music, his facial expressions, all that. And by after seeing that, the medicines have got changed. I have given him initially natramure, which was changed to phosphorus. So it is quite important that when you visit to the doctor in person or when the doctor sees you in person and you interact personally with the doctor. So a lot of things are noticed by the doctor during such interactions, which may lead to the doctor for a better prescriptions. After the personal details, the homeopathy doctor asks you about the family medical history. This is to rule out whether you have inherited any disease or not. So under such headings, all possible striking, peculiar, uncommon, rare characteristics and symptoms are noted. Then the individual sketch of the person is being drawn fully. Now this sketch is taken and searched for a similar remedy which can really address most of the symptoms of this sketch. And this process is only called individualization. And when that individualization is over, the remedy is selected, that remedy is prescribed to you. This is the reason why different persons having the same suffering will get different remedies in homeopathy, because we have to individualize every patient. Accordingly, the remedies are different. It is found that from the 200 years history of homeopathy, that on the basis of such individualization, when we give medicine, it has got the power to bring cure. So this is the unique feature of homeopathy. We may conclude that for a short prescription, the symptoms of the disease is enough. But for a constitutional prescription, we need the symptoms of the disease plus the symptoms of the patient, both. And how much time does it take? How much time does it take to arrive at such a prescription? As per our experience, 6 months to 2 years is a ideal time frame during which an intelligent homeopath can bring you to cure. Another information I must share with you, we have seen that those people who are remaining under homeopathic treatment, always, most of the time, they live a healthier life, better life than those who remain under the other systems of therapy. Why? Because the medicines are absolutely free from side effect. It doesn't contain any crude drug substance, no chemicals, no minerals, no pathological bacteria, virus, nothing. Absolutely free from side effect. Fine. For further detail, log on to my website, drmeeta.com. Thank you for listening to me.